G'day and welcome back to our Dutch Courage campaign in the modded Hartz 4. So, yes, last time we capitulated because we didn't know there was somebody, I'm assuming it was some douchebag from Luxembourg, wandering up, ended up taking Amsterdam and The Hague. So we're just going to leave one of the French expeditionary troops, let's go chuck him up in Amsterdam, and we should probably figure out where these other guys actually come from. This guy is down in Iran, really. Well, let's tell him to go over to Baghdad. He's the only one there. Alright, Division Infanterie. Get over this way. I'll actually tell him to then join this front. And who else do we have? Oh, some light tanks. Light tanks near Iraq. Alright, go to Baghdad. And another light tank over here, getting beaten back by the British Raj. Let's go chuck him on this front. Oh, actually, we can place these guys now. Well, we can't place them, but we can tell them where we want them to come out. In our massive core territory. They will come to Holland, and they will join these guys. Alright, if nobody else is going to do this, we'll go take it back for ourselves. And then go sit back in Amsterdam. Smoking the pipe. And we are at war with Switzerland, Portugal. Okay, retake Italy. Alright, that was the other thing I was going to do. We're going to actually train some more troops. So, add this to our deployment queue. 10 is all we can actually make. Okay. It's because we don't have enough manpower in the field. So, do them in Holland. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more would be a little too much. We'll keep these guys coming out though. We'll just pull them off when they're ready. Still a douche in Antwerp. It's fine. He can stay there for now. Let's go see what Spain's... Yeah, see, he's waited, and all the Portuguese come in. He could have just pushed through from the start. And very low supplies in Africa. Who would have thought? Alright, well, reason to do that is get rid of him. And we're ready to go on Greece. So we will declare the war, call our allies in, go for it. Immediately joins the allies. What's his flag? Okay. He's still not aligned. French coming out to kill some dudes. We've slipped down to 18%. France has slipped as well, so the Soviets are doing something else somewhere. Apparently, US did a bit of a naval invasion up there. Alright, we can modify the government again. Is that what that picture's always been? Looks weird for some reason. Alright, convoy rating or capital ship. Yep, we'd go for Helfrich. There are apparently still a lot of Swedish troops, even though he capitulated. Must had a lot of manpower and everything left over to rebuild that fast. Right, Mongolia's gone. To China. You'd think the Soviets... Well, it's the French up there. There's no Soviets on the border. Or really anywhere nearby. Following initial tests, the politicians of the Republic of Iran have decided to direct Iranian research towards the development of nuclear technology. Technology is still highly experimental, and there is great uncertainty whether it has any practical applications. Who knows where this might lead? Which reminds us, 263 days from now, we're not going to have any nuclear reactors ready. So, let's build them, I guess, up in the home territories. Brabant, Flanders, Friesland, Westmoreland. Yeah, what? Screw it. Do it in a bunch of stuff, if at all possible. And they're not going to start. Well, they'll start as soon as this one's done. So yeah, keep doing that. It's fine. It's reasonable. Defeat on the Battle of the African Coast. Alright, these guys, our expeditionaries. No. Really don't want to have to go chasing them all around the map. So, let's grab these ones in Frankfurt. And we'll add them to this, but not give them an order. It's the Iranian. He wants to get into Baghdad. But he is extremely bad at it for some reason. Even with the tank helping. Guess they could do with a commander. Let's give him a level 9 commander. Enemy air superiority. Yeah. Not that we can do anything about that, but what is it? 300 bombers. Okay. Iran still looks like they're growing larger. Republic of Iran having a few problems. Secret weapons after his nuclear effort. Okay. When's our first reactor going to finish? 19th of May. That's 6 months. So it'll be well and truly before that. Apparently, they landed a bunch of guys in here when we capitulated. So sure as hell didn't have any there to start with. Right, let's keep finding the rest of these. Take Ramadi. Yeah, take Kabul Fallujah and try and get up to Baghdad. Be nice if the French helped out there. Alright, division, infantry. Yep, he's going to stay there. This guy is completely buggered. Let's see how far up there. Yeah, he can't even move out of the area. Need 1% organisation to fight, so he's useless twice. Disband him. Back to the expeditionary force. Back to the expedition. Back to the French. Alright, that's him. Last guy. Same problem. Incapable of movement. Send him back to the French. Alright, next sneaky move, I think, would be to get them out of the way. Maybe get these guys over to the port. That's French, it's not ours. What else do we have here? Let's get this guy out. This guy down a bit. French tank down a little further than that. Stick on the river. Alright, it's like the Spanish are finally advancing on Portugal. Rather unsuccessfully. Oh, this map was looking so much better half an hour ago, wasn't it? It's actually pushing us back up here. Come on, Soviets. Oh, seriously. What the hell is going on with the Soviet army? But the Slovak Socialist Republic are holding out. There are French, Yugoslavians there. Right, Russians, Soviets are up against them. Well, Iraq hopefully will capitulate soon. They Really shouldn't have much hope there. And the naval invasion into Iberia. Why not? So many Spanish there dealing with this whole situation. Look, buddy, nobody there. Take it. Take the rivers. Probably run most of the way down to Lisbon. Get these guys out, because they're doing absolutely nothing there. Alright, free up everybody on this border. Iran's still growing. There's Brazilians. Where the hell did the Brazilians join? They didn't. Must be volunteers. Alright, experimental rockets. So, 44. We're not going to take the ahead of time on this. We'll wait until then to do that. So, industry. I guess we do some resource gain. Need the extra oil. We actually need more tungsten. We need more steel. Fine. Conquest of Kabul. We control the holy city of Kabul and provide safe passage for those who wish to take part in the sacred pilgrimage of Ashura. They have great sorrow, but also day for self-reflection. Maybe we apply the sacrifice of Hussein in our governance. Okay, why are you giving the Dutch that one? And why have they not capitulated yet? Alright, be as aggressive as you want. Dutch Marines. Next up. Nothing. We're done. Okay. We are not going to beat them there. Alright, somebody's finally surrounded Switzerland. Swiss should only have 20 odd troops. Good. Just get some guys in the tanks that we left there when we capitulated. Alright, Bern will fall. Zurich has to be taken as well for Switzerland to capitulate, normally. Yeah, 15 and 10. This is only 2 cities, so you always have to take both. It's coming directly to us. That's surprising. We'll accept it. What are we down to? 17.3%. We don't have anybody particularly to participate with. So he's giving us Africa as well. Got France only one up to here. Alright. The rest of them will just keep advancing. And we turn them back up to aggressive. And how's this naval invasion going? Not there yet. He's handing over this land to us. He's got one guy attacking Porto. 1-on-1. Although, this guy's moving up. Let's get an encirclement on them. We'll free up a few troops. Has supply, so it should be fast. There we go. Turns that around. Keep moving. Alright, the French are still setting up to take stuff out, so that's fine. And expeditionaries 23. We will accept 23 guys. Should be mostly in this theatre. Let's give them their own commander. Van der Hof. They will all immediately try to take Tehran, finish this civil war. And it'll probably be good to give them a front line. And when they fail, give them a planning bonus and tell them to go aggressively. Alright, I think we've added a few guys. Iraq have finally capitulated. So we've handed over to Iran because it was their war. they are all heading to Tehran. Let's make Vanderhof a different colour. Alright. They will try to get there. Hopefully they can just push some of these guys back. Looks like the Soviets have brought some men down. At least they are landlocked and separated from the rest of the Allies. So we can crush them relatively easily. We know that they only have, let's call that 26 troops, 26 divisions. Switzerland. Just need to get into Zurich, which means avoiding the river crossing. Imagine there's no fort in there. No. And apparently the Soviets and French are working together for a counterattack that then got encircled. Be so different if they hadn't stolen our capital. We had so much done. We had our army that we could actually use and our tanks ready to go. Oh, let's at least finish this civil war. Yeah, everybody get up there. There we go. Just need the extra troop coming in. There's more there soon. He looks like he's going. Yeah. Alright. We'll get there eventually. Let's add this dude to this army. Don't know why he wasn't on there. Who else is unassigned? Trebizond. Alright. Well. Put him in there. Get him over to Tehran. Shephi Nizami. Already on his way. Just add him to that. Alright, the speed 5 lag is getting terrible. So, what else do we have going on? Australia is funding the CSIRO. Commonwealth Science something research organisation. Gains a research slot and a bonus on encryption decryption. I was wondering if he was going to take... Where did I see it? Boycott Comintern. Huh. Lets you create your own faction. Converting New Zealand was the one I was wondering if he was going to do. He has started coming down this way. New Zealand, Thailand... Oh, the Raj turned communist. You know what? Might want to play as Australia next. Do the communist thing again, but do it in Southeast Asia. Where's his fascist one? Demand New Zealand. Claim Indonesia. You can create factions there. Get Asian thrust where they hate us. Get conquer on the... Yeah, I think these ones look more realistic, taking the communist route. But it's not a problem for us right now. Fighter 3. Kaz 3. It's only a couple of days out, so actually, let's wait until the new year, because that's not what we would want to do. Kaz 3 was actually going to be the rockets, so you can get, well, these are all a year apart now, so you don't really get any bonus. Go on, one more day. Alright, that should disappear. There we go. So we'd research that. Yes, we're sure we'd want to switch over. Good. Alright, well, I don't know how Switzerland's going. Apparently, they've taken back Bern, somehow. They have managed to link up down there. The Poms, Swiss are moving around. The French, what is their big problem here? Unable to transport target. Yeah, I think they've just got a bunch of their guys trying to go somewhere, and because they can't get there, they're sitting around rather than actually doing something. We've taken Tehran. Where would they be? Down the bottom. Somewhere. Oh, Yugoslavia's capitulated. It's a surprise. Iraq, we're looking for the other Iran. Keep missing them. Right there. Oh, it's crap how small the thing is to hover on. 47. Well, one of you guys. Go to Babol. It's worth 7. And we have guys here. Head over to those ones. We can grab our last dude. NSM Amsterdam. We'd go for better construction. And when's our nuclear research? Yeah, it's 6 months off. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end this campaign here because it would just be a grind from here on. We had a bit of a play around. We saw how the National Focus mod actually works. So it's got some good stuff. It's a little overpowered here and there. The Dutch seem a lot lighter in choices than some of the other new ones. Like, if we take a look at Iran, it's a lot more dense there. Tons of stuff. Even Australia, I think, had a lot more than the Dutch. If we take a look here, well, not as much as the Iranians, but more than the Dutch. Particularly over in the Commonwealth versus staying the course. You don't get to do a lot of it, but yeah. And if we go take a look at Canada, can't remember what other countries actually have it, but the Canadians look, they have a pretty big tree there as well. The North Thaws. Remove tepid military enthusiasm and gain minor military enthusiasm. And then gain vivid military enthusiasm. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to end this campaign here. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And hope to see you again soon for something slightly different. Alright, see you later.